Welcome to CarDekho, where we help you pick the right car right now. Right now, we are going to take a look at Nissan's brand new SUV for India, the Nissan Kicks. It's Nissan's answer to the Hyundai Creta, Renault Captur, Maruti Suzuki S-Cross and Tata Harrier. What's Nissan got right with this car and where should it have done better? Take a look at its pros and cons and decide for yourself if this is a car worth considering. The Nissan Kicks shares its underpinnings with cars like the Renault Duster and Captur. A major pro of all these cars is their ride quality. The Nissan Kicks may not be an out-and-out off-roader, but has proven itself ready for the rough stuff. Bad roads, broken roads or no roads, the Kicks keeps you comfortable over the worst of conditions and simply flies through tough terrain. You will be spoiled for choice when it comes to choosing the right color of your Nissan Kicks. There's a total of 11 colors to choose from, including 4 dual-tone options. What's more, this isn't a one-color-fits-all affair. Each of the dual-tone options have been curated to match the body color correctly. So while you can have the fire red shade with a black roof, the bronze grey and pearl white shades get the option of an amber orange roof. And the latter can be had with a black roof as well. That aside, the design of the Kicks itself is funky and will click with those who like their cars to stand out on the road. It even gets a good 210mm of ground clearance and a cool looking set of 17-inch alloy wheels which add to its stance. Inside, the Nissan Kicks looks tasteful and feels premium. The black and brown interior of the top-spec Kicks looks particularly classy, while the brown panels on the doors and the dashboard are finished in leather. Even the plastics in the cabin are of a durable quality and the Kicks feels very well made. What enhances the in-cabin experience of the Kicks is the noise insulation. The diesel engine's clatter, for example, is muted well in the Kicks and you can enjoy a long drive while being cut off from the world outside. Nissan has loaded the Kicks up with a good amount of features, including some segment firsts like the 360-degree camera, which makes parking in tight spots easier. Add to that the goodies like LED projector headlights, front fog lamps with a cornering function, keyless entry with push-button start, cruise control, auto headlamps and wipers, 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and a 6-speaker sound system, and you get a car that leaves little to aftermarket shopping. However, what's more important is that even the lower variants come well equipped, so you don't really need to pay more for the top-spec variants of the Kicks to get a well-loaded car. Here's a look at the long list of standard equipment in the Nissan Kicks. The Nissan Kicks offers a good list of safety tech as well, including up to 4 airbags, ABS with EBD, rear parking sensors, the surround view camera, front pre-tensioner and load limiter seatbelts and more. So the Nissan Kicks does give you a lot of good reasons to buy one, but there are some cons to consider before you do that. Much like its platform partners, the Nissan Kicks has got some ergonomic issues. The driver's seat's default height is quite tall, so while that's fine for short users, tall drivers, even those under 6 feet in height, will find themselves sitting a touch too close to the roof. This also makes using the sun visor difficult as it blocks your field of view. If you're tall, you can push the seat back and tilt the steering lower to get into a relatively good driving position, but then you go farther away from the steering, which sadly doesn't get telescopic adjustment. Additionally, the footwell is cramped, so you don't have enough place to rest your left foot, forcing you to place your left foot behind the clutch pedal, which is a problem, especially in stop-and-go traffic. The Nissan Kicks, with both its engine options, is offered only with manual transmissions. This is a premium SUV with most potential buyers living in traffic-choked cities. Offering the convenience of an automatic transmission would be expected, and it's a big miss. This is another con it shares with the Renault Captur. The 110 PS diesel engine is an absolute rocket on the highways but suffers from turbo lag at low speeds and has also got very short initial gearing. Simply put, you have to work the gearbox a fair bit to keep the Kicks in its optimal driving range. If you upshift even a little too early, the engine starts lugging quite easily, so this is a motor you have to adapt your driving style to. If you have a lot of in-city usage, it is the Kicks Petrol that we'd advise buying. It's easier to drive, smoother and more refined as well. However, you can only have the Kicks Petrol in the XL and XV grades and not in the higher XV Pre or XV Pre option grades. So if you want a petrol Nissan Kicks, you can't have features like side airbags, LED projector headlights, leather upholstery, power folding wing mirrors, cruise control, passive keyless entry with push button start or the 360-degree camera. Speaking of which, the resolution of the 360-degree camera seems to be low and the image is grainy when used at night. Despite being a fairly well-loaded car, the Kicks still misses out on some features that may disappoint some of the more discerning car buyers. These include the absence of a sunroof, auto-dimming inside rear-view mirror, powered driver's seat, and minor niggles such as the USB ports for the rear passengers. The Nissan Kicks is a value-for-money SUV that's well-designed, comfortable and well-loaded even in the lower variants. In fact, a major argument for the Kicks is that if your budget is around Rs 10 to 12 lakh, it delivers better bang for buck than a similarly priced variant of the Hyundai Creta. However, it does have some ergonomic issues, the cabin isn't as spacious as some of its rivals, and the city drivability of the diesel could be better. So if you want a premium experience from your SUV and are on a slight budget, the Nissan Kicks does deserve a place on your shopping list.